Tonight, skip the dinner lines. Stay in and build your own Chipotle-inspired burrito bowl with plenty of toppings to choose from. There is something for everyone. April Litchford is here sharing this mealtime concept. It's great to meet you. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Why is this such a great solution come dinner time?
Well, one thing I love about it is, one, you can add whatever toppings you want.
Yeah.
And that's great for kids.
It's like a salad bar at home.
Yeah, and kids like to pick their own, and it reduces fighting, and, well, let's be honest, sometimes the husbands like to pick their own too. So I love that you can pick different toppings. Most of these came out, well, a few of these came out of my garden, so you can use what you have in your house.
Yeah.
And so it's great for that. Also, you can prepare it ahead of time,
Nice.
which is great for busy families.
We've been talking about that a lot the last couple of weeks as we settle into those fall family routines. If you can jumpstart dinner in the morning, in the early afternoon, it helps make the dinner time press that much more calm. And great source of like protein. You can build in a lot of nutrition. If you don't have a garden, I'm betting your produce drawer will do in your fridge.
Yeah, anything you have.
Whatever you've got.
Yeah, even canned. So we have canned red beans and canned corn, which works great too.
What's the base, April?
All right, so we start with the chicken. This is what makes it Chipotle, is we have this lovely spice mix, and I prepared it ahead of time. But it has Chipotle chili powder in it, which is what really gives it that smell and that sweetness.
Kicks up the flavor too.
And it has like olive or onion powder, garlic powder, all those great spices, usually everything that you have at home in your kitchen. Also, if you don't have the Chipotle, you can just put regular chili powder in. So it's really versatile, and it works really good. Then we have 2 teaspoons of olive oil. This is great to keep the chicken moist and also help those spices kind of integrate into the chicken.
Okay.
And then we need a little bit of acid anytime we're doing any kind of marinade. Yeah. So we're gonna use a lime, which I love limes. They have such a great smell and flavor, and now we can smell limes.
Yes, now we're awake. Great. Now we're awake in the kitchen.
Yeah. So what we do is we're just gonna juice the whole lime into the bowl.
Okay.
And it helps if the lime is at room temperature. It'll help you get more of the juice out.
Oh, is that true? You hear these things and you wonder.
It does. It makes a big difference. If it's cold, it's a little harder. You can stick it in the microwave.
Ooh, it's so fresh. It smells lovely.
Yeah, it smells so good. So you just get all that lovely juice out of that lime. Okay.
And this is where you can kind of get creative with this recipe too, right? In the kitchen, like with your spices or your seasoning blends, you can really adapt this to any type of palate or food genre.
And this spice mix is great on hamburgers. It's great in chili.
Oh, good.
It's something you can make ahead of time and really just own and just make it part of your regular routine. Okay, so once we have it in paste like this, the recipe will tell you to rub it all over the chicken. But a lot of people don't like to touch raw meat, and it's kind of dangerous.
There's an adversity out there, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. So I just have already prepared my chicken. I've pounded it, got it kind of nice and even and uniform, because that will help with being able to cook it correctly.
We joke that's therapy. You took the therapy out of the recipe.
Bang out those chicken breasts, right? So then once they're good, you can just stick them in the bag and dump the Chipotle in there. Yeah. Because then, oh, thank you. Great help. It's nice to have an extra hand. Once you get it in there, it's easy to mush it around and then store it.
It will get coated enough. No touch of chicken happened.
No touch of chicken happened. You kept the place you're working safe. You kept your hands safe.
That's funny. I remember the first time one of my college roommates was like, just appalled by the idea of, you know, it was new to me at that time. I was like, okay, we're not touching meat.
Yeah, and some people just don't love to touch meat. And I love to talk about food safety. Chicken can carry some pretty nasty germs. Sure. So the more we can keep it off our surfaces, the better. So yeah, see how it's getting like nice and coated?
How long would that sit?
We need to sit about 30 minutes to a day. So it can just be whatever you want.
There's your make-ahead option.
Yeah, there's your make-ahead option. And if you're like me and you forget to do it and you need to get it on earlier, it will still taste good. It just doesn't give it as much time to tenderize.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so there's that. And I actually have some already done.
Of course you do. This is where I'm spoiled at work. I go home and the food isn't magically ready for me in stages. It's a mean trick.
So that's another great thing. You can just cook it and have it ready. So, you know, you got soccer games, you cook it, you have it in your fridge. Yeah. It will stay for a day or two.
Perfect. Yeah, these busy fall evenings, it gets really tricky.
Yeah, and then we'll just slice it on the diagonal. So if you look at the chicken breast, I don't know if you can see, there's you can see the fibers of the chicken run this way. Yeah. But we're gonna slice it across it. Okay. That makes it more tender and easier to bite, especially in a bowl like this. Okay. So We're gonna slice it down.
Are you going for bite-sized pieces or?
You can decide. So that's another great thing about this recipe is you get to choose how you want to do it. I like it more bite-sized, especially for kids.
Yeah.
Because they have a hard time. Okay, so first though, I'm gonna have you build the bowl.
Yeah, I'd love to.
So
I was ready. Build me up, Buttercup.
The chicken.
Okay.
So we usually start with a rice of some sort. You can use other grains, a whole grain or a quinoa would also work great. This I also did ahead of time. You can warm it up or you can eat this all cold.
Look at the options.
Yeah, it's gonna be a warm day, so go ahead.
Yeah. Protein?
You've got some protein there.
What are these?
That is yellow squash,
Way to
summer
go.
squash.
Look at your garden showing off. I love it.
Good fiber. A lot of people don't know you can eat it raw.
Yep.
And it's wonderful.
Okay, a little crunch.
Yep. We like to put corn in there because Chipotle, that Southwest feel, corn a lot of times.
Are you offended if I
goes with
pass the peppers?
Heavens no.
Are you offended if I pass the tomato?
Nope.
Okay.
That's why. And then we have, you can put on top, usually people like something that gets it a little more wet. And so you can use sour cream, salsa.
What's here?
Or this is an avocado, lime, cilantro dressing.
Look at all the flavor in this humble little bowl.
And it's a great dressing because it's heart healthy.
Yeah.
And we use avocados and Greek yogurt as our binder and a little bit of olive oil. So heart healthy and a great opportunity to make it your own.
I love it.
No peppers, no tomatoes.
I love it. Thank you so much, April. We appreciate it. Before we say goodbye, you are offering some diabetes classes this fall. Tell me about that.
So what we do is they're called diabetes cook-along classes, and they're virtual. And what we do is we send you a recipe and a shopping list. You go shopping, and then we cook with you.
How fun.
Over the internet. It's awesome. We talk about different diabetes principles, and we're actually demoing this one on Wednesday in our first one. We have them at 11 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night. The idea is to make your lunch or make your dinner, learn a little bit about diabetes, and learn how to eat healthier.
How can we sign up?
You can look on Eventbrite and just go to online search and just put in diabetes cook-along and it pulls up.
Oh, nice.
Or visit any of you can visit Utah State University Extension social media sites.
That's
so
a great
our
resource.
Instagram,
Yes.
Facebook.
Helping people eat to their needs, but still eat flavorfully and deliciously too. Thank you so much.
You are
Great to have
welcome.
you. Great to meet you.